Sound check, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it seems like it's fine on this side. Should be fine on your side as well. The stream is up and running, everything is showing on the green, that's how we like it. And so welcome everybody. It's good to be here. It's Friday, end of the week. I hope everybody is in a good mood and ready for some flying. So yeah, 737-800 today. I know that I created a poll on the Discord channel, and basically the airplanes that won was the 767 and the Cessna Caravan. And I was about to do the Cessna Caravan, but I wanted to do such a proper and interesting and dynamic live stream with the Cessna Caravan that I thought that it would be better if I do it just a tiny bit later for a couple of reasons. First, I am gonna go into holiday, and I just finished work basically today, so I am a little bit spent. In fact, I had this little delay of 5 minutes that we just got on live stream. I almost fell asleep, and thanks to my girlfriend, she just kind of woke me up and told me, hey, aren't you supposed to be streaming soon? And I'm like, oh god. So I went, and it was like, I got ready in about 10 minutes, so here we are. So what we are doing, since we're supposed to be flying the Cessna Caravan, and we'll be flying that next week, and it's going to be a really interesting and fun stream, since we'll be visiting lots of small airfields with some very properly small runways. I decided to go ahead and start first with us flying something a little bit larger on the place where we are supposed to start with. And we are starting in Costa Rica. We are in San Jose, capital city. We're running some nice extra scenery. I have the link on the description. Essentially, there was one guy, or it's a team, I'm not sure, and they have updated and they have published a lot of sceneries for Costa Rica, both regional and international airports, and they do look very good. With ortho photos it looks even better. So yeah, that's why we're starting this time in San Jose, doing this little flight to Nicaragua. We're expecting like 40 minutes of flight time. Gonna do a quick turnaround there, get back here. The approach should be quite interesting. We'll be doing some GPS approaches today, and yeah, that's basically the plan. We are real time, real weather. We are on VATSIM, of course. Maybe I should have a friend coming up with me. I'm not sure, but maybe not. So we'll see. For now, we're on our own. Also, I really kind of like this livery. I was not expecting it. I still remember it being like the old Continental one. By the way, it's not very properly aligned now that I look, but it's fine. It's okay. So yeah, let's hop in. Let's prepare the airplane. Let's get going and start our little turnaround. So yeah, let's start from back here and get going. I've put the cabin to host 189 passengers, but I'm not sure if it's safe that, in fact. But anyways, we're not going to spend too much time in the cabin nonetheless. Let's get inside. Oh, I just now noticed the Austin face there. Very nice. Alright, so checking the basics. As always, the parking brake is set. I know the chocks are set. Engines are cut off. The throttles are on idle. The flaps and spoilers are retracted. The gear is down. And both wipers are in the off position. Now, I did not connect the GPU on purpose because it makes quite a lot of noise on the outside, and it's not cool for the intros. So let's start with the basics. Battery, emergency exit lights, and I need no smoking, and position lights. Why is it so silent? Oh yeah, because my sound is a little bit low. Give me a second. Alright, should be a little bit better now. Alright, let's go GPU on and let it power up. Hi, Katerina, hello. Thank you for saving my live stream. Alright, while it does that, while it powers up, we'll let it power up for a little bit. since this airplane needs to sit for a little bit of time. I'm just going to put the IRSs into nav and basically leave the rest as is for now. So let's go and hop into SimBrief, have a look at where we will be going, what are going to be our weights. So our planned block is going to be 5.2, diversion fuel is going to be 2.8, sounds good, and will be COPA flight 818. Now I have the weights and IRS alignment and all of that done very quickly. Also, why are we in pounds now that I've noticed the fuel is right there displayed in pounds? Route is quite simple. Nanjo 3 uniform, departure runway 7, Ulapo, then to uniform Alpha 502, Lisbon direct, and there we're gonna have the arrival. Now the question is, do we have a star on our arrival, or is it just a direct? Ulapo, yes, there is an Ulapo, and let's see, we are forecasted to go for runway 10. Let's see how's the weather there. Right now, 0804 knots, good visibility, broken at 2000, temperature 32, QNH 1011. It's hot. It's hot there. Let's see what we have here in terms of forecast. So the wind is going to stay more or less there. Some tempo for some gusts. 12 gusting 30 until 19 Zulu, so it still can happen, but probably will not be there as we get there, and some light drizzle, lower visibility, but that's gonna happen again later. So I can definitely expect the ILS approach, or the one I would probably prefer, that would be for RNP. So let's see, star Amari 1 Alpha. In this case, coming up from Ulapo. So I'm going to pin this one since it's not pinned, and it ends at Managua. And I just wanted to see whether I can start from there or not on the RNAV. Yes, I can. Let me just check the ILS. ILS is 3.1 as well. Let's do RNP and point it there. Good. All right. Since this is a short flight, I'm trying to grab as much chart information from the start already, and therefore makes our life easier. Now, the only ILS I plan to use is having it here as a backup for the approach into MROC in case we need to come back. If something goes wrong with the airplane, we'll be coming back. But that seems fine. Alright, let me move this to secondary screen. So let's check again what can we expect in terms of weather on the top level. Occasional CBs, tops up to flight level 530 and goes down to below flight level 100. We do have a volcano here, Telica, interesting, and the wind should be roughly, well, it's going to be mostly tailwind on this flight, and then a little bit of a a headwind on the flight back. Let's see if I have any SIGMET, any specific SIGMET, since we have a volcano there. There it is. Yep, volcanic ash. So luckily it does not affect us. We're coming up right here, departing from here. So really cool. I guess lately we've been following some volcanoes. That's quite nice. Alright, good, so let's go and grab our weights. Last thing I forgot to do is to grab the weights. Our expected zero fuel weight is 59.3. Since it's 59.3, we'll do 59.4. And that gives us a payload of 16,289. So let's go weight, fuel, and balance. I'll do payload. It's all in pounds. I wonder, is this because of the livery configuration or not? But since it's in pounds, and we should be assuming that this is a livery configuration, we're gonna transfer this into pounds, and that gives us 35,000. And 917 pounds. I'm gonna put that in. And fuel was 5.8. That's in terms of kilos. That'll be 12,800. There we go. And since we are in pounds, I need to convert my alternate, which is 2.8. 2.8 times 2.205, it's going to be 6.2. Good. Our diversion fuel is in. And that's 9. Nathan, hey! Good to see you here. How are you doing? We are just preparing ourselves. Alright, so let's go through the overhead very quickly, starting from back here. Just do a quick test here. There we go. See, if you do the stall warning test on the Zibo just after you power up the airplane, basically it's not gonna do. Alright, that's fine, that's alright, that's okay, and good. Starting from here, yacht amper comes to on. I'm gonna check the cross feed, make sure the valve goes into the dark blue and then shuts off. That's nice, since we have the fuel on board already. I'm gonna put the fuel pumps to on. Standby power is fine. We'll leave this on the APU gen for the next. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's good, that's good. We'll check the attend call. Window heat is gonna come on. That's fine. Hydraulics, let's power the hydraulics already. And leave it there, leave it there. Trim air on. That's off, closed, and that's good. We'll be going to flight level 220, short flight, so not very high, and logo light on. Nice. Checking the oxygen here. Plan mode, range 40. And that's set. We'll do flight director 1, 2, and this. All seems fine. You can do a light test as well here. That's fine. That's fine. And you can do like this to make sure that all looks fine. It does to me, so continuing with that. That goes to RTO after start, and alright, FMC, let's go enter IRS position. I'm just gonna go MROC. I'll grab the GPS left. Confirm whether it's too far or not too far. Yeah, it's fine. Assume that. And we'll finish that later. Coming down here. Oh, what do we have here? Sing Crash Flyer, how are you? Man, 24 months. There you go. 2 years. That's absolutely crazy. That's absolutely crazy, dude. Thank you so much for all of your support. Holy cow. And wait, you've got your new icon. And Ekaterina as well. You've got your new icon. You upgraded from PPL. What is the next level? Oh my god, you are guys the first ones to upgrade. What's the next level called? Let's do cargo fire test as well. Oh Jesus, I haven't touched that for so long that I forgot. Wait, let me very quickly check. So this is I have this on my folder. Not here, not here, not here as well. Emojis, yeah, it should be here. Status. You are ATPL graduate. Oh my god. You graduated. You upgraded from private pilots. You are now a proper ATPL pilots. You just graduated. Oh my god, that's so incredible. Thank you so much. It's been 2 years. Holy cow. Alright, very cool. That's set. Very nice. Damn, I'm just amazed. Nathan, you are A-OK. That's great to hear. And I'm glad you are here on the stream with us. Alright, CMP 818. Set flight number, that's nice. Let's go departure, runway 7. And we are departing by the Nanjo 3 uniform. Here it is. Transition, just uniform. Is it really just a U? Is it missing something? I don't think so. Let's go route, activate, execute. We'll go next. I'll fill the rest of the stuff as well. Ulapa, so uniform alpha, and we'll do 502. And it's the only one. To Liz Papa Alpha. Inserted, execute, arrival, we'll do RNAV 10. Oh wait, there's no RNAV? I don't see an RNAV 10. There is a VOR DME, but I don't see the RNAV. Why not? Interesting. Well, we could also do the VOR, but I kinda wanted an easy flight today. Well, alright then, fine. ILS it is. What's the difference? We'll do ILS 1 for runway 10, and that'll be this one. And arriving via LISPA 1 Alpha from transition. No transition, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's no transition. I'll just do execute and we'll see. Let's go route legs, just do step by step, just to make sure that it looks somewhat good. Yep, that's exactly correct. Let's hit data. Leave the data here, map mode, range 5, set. Traffic is on. Alright, I'll leave the next page here and let's finish the rest of the stuff. So, gross weight 140, fuel weight 131. Let me just confirm that it's indeed showing us the right one. Okay, it's showing the right stuff. Reserves, we'll set at 6.2. That's gonna be the warning to go. Cost index, according to our OFP, is 20. And flight level 220 with temperature -12. And the transition altitude right here is, oh boy, what am I doing? How am I writing this stuff if I'm not even in the pen? Transition altitude 19,000. Alright, that's set. Cruise wind. I could set the cruise wind as well. And our cruise wind, average wind is showing us 090 with 18. Set, execute, and one limit. Altitude constraint, Dento. Let me just confirm that very quickly. So, we'll be departing left-hand turn. Nanjo, OC. Then to Ulapo. Yep. What's the problem with Dento? Above 4,000. That's fine. Let's do a proper full power out of here. Let's do a takeoff 26, no derate. We'll do climb 1 initially. Oh my god, N1 is 101. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Climb 1. Take off, we'll do flaps 5, CG set, V-speeds 36, 39, and 45. Since we're gonna be using it here, 145 is set. I'll set runway heading as well. About there, we'll arm LNAV, VNAV, and we do have an initial climb altitude. Not exactly, but I'll set 9,000 feet. 9,000 feet. Set. QNH 29er 2986. So let's put that in. 2986, 2986, and 2986 are set. Rating the same. We'll do 1,000 on thrust reduction acceleration, so that's nice. And we've got everything ready. So I'll leave this on the takeoff page. The GPS is set, that's fine. And let's do engine. Actually, I'll leave the engine like this. Good, very good. Oh, Emil. Hello, mate. Have good ones. I won't be able to join you on the way back. Apologies for that. No, it's fine. It's alright. I hope you're doing good. Okay, so let me see. Let's try to use this checklist that's on the top here. Just find a quick spot. And put it a little bit closer to me. Alright, safety inspection. We did that. And, oh my gosh, this is a long one. Before start, checklist is the one that we'll need it. Alright, so in that case, I'll wait for that. Let me just confirm that this is before takeoff, after takeoff, descent, approach, and landing seems good. Since we got all of that, let's do seatbelt signs on. Let's start the APU as well. And start to close some doors, perhaps. Like the cargo, aft service, aft entry. And I'm gonna also do start flight leg. Good stuff. Okay, let's do departure briefing, guys. Let's do it very nice and quick. But let's not skip it. Are you ready? Let's go for it. So we're flying flight COPA 818 from San Jose to Managua in Nicaragua on the 737-800. No temps are fine, the weather is fine, anti-ice is not going to be required as far as I'm concerned. I will use terrain radar on my side. We are right now in San Jose at stand Alpha 8, which is right here. We'll be pushing back, facing towards the west, taxi via Alpha. There is a hotspot 3 will be crossing all the way to Alpha, full length runway 07. The runway is a little bit damp, at least how it was looking on the simulator when we started, so we'll have that into account. We have some variable wind. Let me just grab the latest weather here. We have 12010, variable between 090170. Some few clouds at 4,500, but nothing significant. We'll do full thrust takeoff, flap 5 departure via the Nanjo 3 uniform that's on page 10-3 Charlie, effective from 18th of May 2023. MSA in the area is quite high, 12,600. We do have a peak right here, right in front of the airport, kind of basically at 11,457 feet. Our departure puts us straight out, max 190 knots, above 3,460, left-hand turn, inbound Oscar Charlie 275, max 220 knots and 5,000, then to Nanjo, from Nanjo right-hand turn, all the way to Oscar Charlie 150 below 13. Which will probably not comply since we don't have any traffic nor ATC as far as I'm concerned. And then en route to Lapo. No rating as required, no special considerations. I might just select the ILS courses since we'll be doing, in case of an abnormal 071. I'll do that in a second. Regardless. In case of any abnormals, we'll reject for anything below 80 knots. Only significant malfunctions between 80 knots and V1. In which case I'll put the thrust to idle, apply max reverse, max manual braking, stop the airplane on runway. Of course I'll call stop, set the parking brake, advise DTC cabin, and call the cabin crew stations. And then we'll assess the situation. If the failure will happen after V1, we're going to continue straight ahead on our departure route. Basically climbing out and probably try to get to at least 9,000. We'll see how that goes, and then try to return back for an ILS depending on how it goes. That be it. We're not overweight and I don't see any other abnormals. If you have any questions, please let me know. That's the departure briefing complete. Okay, very good. That's all set. Do we have the APU? Yeah, we have the APU. Let's put some air on. Let's go APU on. And disconnect this, disconnect this. I'll probably close the door as well in a second. But before we do that, let me just...
Ground to copy. Please, show me where you want to go.
do this.
Ground to copy.
And let's
Tower
do
is driving up.
071 here. 071 there. And we want ILS 109.5. So have it pre-selected. Get some lights in. Okay, very good, very nice. Let's close doors. Close doors, that's all closed. And let's do before start checklist. We're gonna need some beacon. Alright, before start checklist, IRS mode selectors, nav, gear pins, and covers are removed. Light tested, oxygen tested 100%, yacht amper is on.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Nav transfer display switches are all normal. Thank you very much, see you in a bit. Continue checklist. The fuel, we have 12,800 as required. Fasten seatbelt signs is on, window heat is on. Air conditioning pressurization packs, that's all set. We just didn't set the landing altitude, which is going to be 3,000 feet right here. And mode selector on auto, instruments were checked. Auto brake, RTO, hydraulics normal, speed brake down.
Start connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, stand by for that. Still cut out switches are on normal position. Radar and transponder, yeah, that's gonna have to be 2000 on altitude off. Rotor and aileron trims are free and 0. And PI, well, it's completed by the cabin crew. FMC CDU set, N1 IES bugs set, step trim. We're gonna set for 4.3. Set, and the airplane mode stowed, phones off, flight deck door, windows and cockpit door closed. Passengers seated, and then let's do below the line. Let's keep this off. Air conditioning packs off, anti-collision light on, park and brake set, transponder altitude off. Before start checklist complete. Alright, good. We're good to go. We just have to disconnect the jetway, and we are going to be going on our way. Let's just confirm that there is no one around us. Yep, there is no one. So brakes are released. You are clear to push.
Pushback, and you may start engines.
That's very good. Let's hit the Corona here. And let's get going. We'll be starting engines in sequence. 2 on 1. Advise when ready to start. Of course, he already advised. Flight vision. Hi, Vlad. I'm joining, but in the Chieftain. Let's see how much faster you are. Oh, boy. Dude, you know what? Actually, you will have a blast flying the Chieftain on the next live stream. I'll bring the caravan, and we'll visit some properly short airfields. If you bring the Chieftain, you will like it a lot. I'll post the entire route. I'll post all the sceneries I'll be using. It's gonna be very fun. Alright, there's 24. Introduce the fuel. I'm usually not a large fan of the 737, but I just felt like I wanted to fly it. And start a cutoff. And let's start one. I have some of the great Tico-Sim sceneries. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. That's 24.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set. You're clear to disconnect.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Beautiful. Starter cut out, and there we go. Wonderful. So let's go. Gens on, APU off. Start switches continuous. That goes on. Auto, auto, auto. Disconnect, bleed off. Auto brake is set. Flaps 1, 2, and 5 set. Flight controls. Let's go. Check full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral. Rudder is full left and full right in neutral. Looking good. Recall is checked.
Tower is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. And signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye. Alright, before taxi checklist, generators on, APU off, start switches continuous, anti-ice off, air conditioning packs auto, isolation valve auto, and bleeds on. Isolation valve auto, flaps 5 required, 5 set, green light, stabilizer trim, we've got 4.3 units set. Start levers idle detent, recall, flight controls were checked, recall checked. Hand signal is received. Before taxi checklist complete. Let's get some lights in. Oh, by the way, I'm not on 122.8, and I wonder, do we have a CTAF on this airport? Let me just check it very quickly. Yeah, no CTAF. Alright, so 122.8 it is. And let's get going. Takeoff config checked. Brakes checked. Now we're good to go. All clear on the left, all clear on the right. Beautiful scenery, I have to admit. And now we taxi to the runway, basically straight ahead all the way down there. Or we probably clip the wing on this one, no? Actually, no. Alright, clear left. Very, very nice. Please make the passengers nice and cool. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, we started the APU a little bit earlier, so definitely. I mean, the temp is good. The temp is absolutely good. So we're running nice. We are running absolutely nice. This is a beautiful scenery. And when we'll be flying the Caravan, I'm still not sure whether we should depart from here. And when I say here, it's not this airport, but there is another airport, smaller airport, a little bit towards that side of the city. Or we should fly to here. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know, what do you guys would prefer? Start from here or arrive here? Kind of think this is a beautiful arrival. I don't know, but at the same time it's a beautiful departure as well. And we're doing some true southwest taxiing speed, since this is downhill. Airplane is just rolling.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Alright, cabin is ready, that's nice. Watch out that taxi speed. I'm riding the brakes already. That was hard on the brakes. Interesting opening. I thought it would be just going forward, but apparently not. Slow down. Alright, Missy, do we have anybody coming up there? Nope, literally just us. Well, in that case, let me just line up here a little bit with the runway, and then we'll do the final before takeoff checks. Just like that. Let's get some strobes on. We'll do cabin crew takeoff. That goes to TARA. All clear on the right side, all clear on the left side. And before takeoff checklist config checked, flap 5 green light, stab trim 4.3 units set, takeoff briefing. Well, we did it. Cabin is secure, MCP set, transponder TARA, strobe lights on, and landing lights are on before takeoff checklist is complete. You guys are ready? I am ready. San Jose traffic, COPA 818, departing runway 07. Alright, let's pull it to 40. It's stable. Chrono on, takeoff. And 1 toga. And thrust set. Speed alive.
80 knots.
Check. Throttle hold. Oh, looks like we do have a warning there. I guess it's too much thrust.
V1.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up. LNAV. VNAV speed. There's going to be the thrust reduction. No. Why didn't it go to climb? Let's go command A. And there it goes, climb 1. Alright, good. Lights. Synchronize the heading. I guess that was too much power. Approaching flap 1 speed. Speed check flaps 1. And flaps up.
Santa Maria traffic, Tango India, Papa Alpha India, taxiing, holding point, runway 47.
Oh, is that you? Flight Vision, I think that's you. Alright, let's go 22,000. And I'll do level change for open climb, arm MCP speed. After takeoff checklist, air conditioning and pressurization all set. And engine start switches are off. Landing gear up and off. Flaps up, no lights. And yeah, have the gear up. Altimeters, well, for now we're maintaining the same. After takeoff checklist complete. And 1. Beautiful. Just look at that terrain. It's immense. And the other airport that I was talking about, the other airport is located, so this is from where we departed, right? Yeah. So we departed from here, and we will be flying with the caravan either from or to this airport right here, which looks very cool as well. It seems like a smaller regional, more into the city. I wonder if there's any instrument approaches there or not, but that's going to be interesting. First 10,000 feet, lights off, logo off. Nathan.
Santa Maria Advent 6, Papa Tango India, Papa Alpha India departing runway 07.
Nathan, yeah, Vlad, I was on my way to pillage the fridge when I saw your video. I'll gladly starve until you're established on climb out. Dude, don't skip the food. Food is very important. Otherwise you'll have no energy. It's very, very important. Just look at that terrain. Wow. Holy cow. That's incredible. And the clouds are looking very nice as well. Kind of fits with the ortho as well. Damn. Some nice layer of clouds up ahead. Incoming traffic as well. See if I can see him. And he's still pretty far out. Oh, there he is. Wait. There he is. Seems like an A320. I just don't see what livery is that. Seems like a blue one. I don't know. But it's fine. Okay, so since this is a short flight, let's do some preparations for the arrival. Because we're coming for the ILS. ILS of runway 1. Let me just check something here very quickly. I pinned the wrong ILS. So ILS, starting with the Minimus. Minimus are going to be Barrow 600.
The traffic JetBlue 39 is
It's JetBlue.
for runway 07, descending to 13,000 feet, San Jose.
Barrow as well here. Should be range 40. And this guy, I mean, there's no point in putting the weather radar in. So 600 set. Landing altitude is roughly 200 feet. Set. Course 097. 097 and 097 with the frequency of 109.1. Oh, interesting. This one is a frequency in Lisbon, this one is a frequency in Lisbon. And they are both set. We'll use auto brake 2. The runway is long enough, 2,442 meters. I think that's more than enough. And we just passed 18,000. And beautiful scenery. I'm glad we went here. And honestly, I'm kind of looking at this weather. I am glad that we haven't flown on the Caravan, since the Caravan would be flying lower, slower, and probably into some of this visibility. Not impossible, but yeah. There is 19,000. We'll set standard. Passing 19 now. Good. So that's nice and set. Very, very good. Alright, what else are we missing? Let's go here to init-ref. We'll do climb now. That's good. Let's do flap 40 landing. Why not? 40 with 140. And I want to see, we'll be vacating via the left. I need my open Might short with the parking spots, any parking position, and we'll see. Eating cookies to get all energy I need. Oh yes.
1,000 to go.
That's checked. Let's do vertical speed plus 1,000, and I'll do VNAV actually, just like that. So it will accelerate to whatever VNAV speed it is. Much better. It seems like it's slightly bumpy. I'm not gonna disable the seatbelt signs. Or you know what? Let's do it. Alright, altitude acquiring, altitude hold, back to VNAV, FMC speed, VNAV path, off we go. Fantastic. Now, the last thing I want to do, we have a couple of altitude restrictions, above 19,000 on Lispa, above 8 on Diria, above 5 on Tigre, above 4 on Danto, and mandatory 3,000 at Managua. So let's assume I want to be 4,000 at Danto, since it's gonna be kind of like one of those waypoints that really gives us some time. 5 miles till Managua for deceleration. So let's go Danto, and since we'll be at 4,000 there, we are at 22. 22 minus 18, and minus 4 is 18. 18 times 3 will be 54. 54, I'll add at least 10. So that's 64, and then I'll add 2 for the wind. So, I said 64, right? 64, 66, that's the distance I want to have from the descent. Let's see. Yeah, it gave us a little bit more than what the top of descent is. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I thought this would be a shorter flight. I was already ready to descend. Let's go speed intervention and let's fly faster, why not? I mean, we can do an arrival briefing at this time, I think. Yeah, why not? Oh, let's do an arrival briefing. You ready? I'm ready. Okay, so far so good. Weather situation in airport 09012. Since we'll be landing on runway 10, this is basically headwind. That's perfect for us. Broken at 2000, temperature 332 and H1010 or 2984. No TEMS are fine. The anti-ice should not be required. I'll still use the terrain radar on my side. We still have some terrain right here, and if you can see as well, the MSA is not particularly small. It's 6,000 feet, even though the airport is sitting at 2,000 feet. So I'll definitely use the terrain radar on my side. Top of descent, well, it's calculated. For whatever reason, it still has a little bit of discrepancy right there. We'll see how that goes. And we are arriving initially via the Lispa 1 Alpha arrival. That's on page 10-2 from the 3rd of July of 2026. Our transition level, by the way, is flight level 200, which we should be able to set. I just can't remember where do you set it on the Boeing. I think it's on performance. Yeah, let's do here. Yep. Alright. There are no holds. From that approach, ending at Managua 3000 mandatory, we're jumping directly into the ILS page 11-3 effective from the 15th of May 2025. With a decision altitude of 600. This is a 3.1 degrees descent ILS, so it's slightly steeper than the standard. Our platform altitude is 2,800. MSA is 6,000, just as we mentioned. Transition level, flight level 200. And in case we go missed, we'll do ascent to 3,000. This is a nice name. No, I'm sorry, it's just so funny. Whatever, we'll climb to 3,000 on 097 heading and turn left and ascend to 6,000 direct to Humal, or as directed by ATC. This is a nice one. We'll do auto brake 2 flaps 40. VREF should be 144 probably, since we'll burn still a little bit of extra fuel. The rating navs are set. 6.2 is our diversion fuel, and that's gonna be about it. Once we land, we'll try to vacate at the very end there on Delta, or I don't think I'll land on Charlie, but Delta for sure. Vacate on Delta, left on Alpha, and then any parking spot basically. No special considerations. We are of course not overweight, and there is nothing else I want to add. So that's the arrival briefing complete. Any questions, please let me know. Good, we have now a mental picture of what we are going to be doing, and I'm very satisfied with that first leg. I'm thinking whether I should trust the VNav on this one, or I should go with my own descent. Let's try to trust the VNav and see how it does. I mean, the discrepancy is like about 9 miles, I would say. Not much than that. So, considering I added the extra time, I mean, I think it's okay. We'll see. Tailwind is not that strong as well. 13 to 14 knots, 15 sometimes. So pretty good. Pretty okay. Trust Boeing, I mean, what will go wrong? Nah, I'll trust but verify, you know. I'll trust but verify. Crossing a little bit of water. Actually, this is not a little bit of water, this is a freaking lake. Just look at the size of this lake. Wait, let me zoom out properly. This is a lake, okay? Can you see how huge it is? That's insane. And I believe on the middle here, these are volcanoes. So I wonder if this was a mega volcano that essentially just died off and that caused this lake to be created. Not sure. We will see. Flight vision, Lago Cochibolca, I believe that would be how it would be pronunciated. Huge, absolutely. And by the way, Lago means lake. At least in Portuguese and probably in Spanish as well, so I guess it's gonna be the same. Amazing Atheist. Interesting name. Привет, Влад, давненько я на твой канал не заходил. Привет, приятно видеть. Надеюсь, что все в порядке. Вот, мы летим. Как-то так. Yeah, that's a pretty high volcano. I wonder how high is the top. I can see it here on the Navigraph charts. Let me show you as well. 4,557. I wonder if this is feet. Yeah, this has to be feet because the Greenmore is 7.6. And 5,282. This makes no sense, the number, to be decreasing as I zoom in. But yeah, 5,200 feet. Damn. That's almost 2 kilometers of elevation. Quite incredible. Amazing Atheist. Все прекрасно, только я удивлен, что весь контент теперь на английском. Ну, как-то так решил в данный момент по разным причинам. перейти полностью на английский. В любом случае, как бы я продолжаю, если мне пишут по-русски, я не против ответить на комментарий по-русски, но весь основной контент я говорю по-английски. Есть разные причины на это. Вот, так что да. Okay, so we'll be checking out the VNav on this one. I think it will be fine. I think I added way extra margin, but we'll see. I'll delete the range arc in a second. We are 7 miles till our calculated top of descent. Yeah, that's like 10 miles of discrepancy. It's not much. But yeah. Definitely a little bit of discrepancy between the calculator and the one we had. Oops. Ну желаю только удачи, мне бы таким уровнем английского владеть. Ну, если ты хочешь, приходи сюда, слушай, как говорится, настраивай ухо и пытайся тоже писать, я буду отвечать. Как бы это хорошая практика, мне очень помогло просто пытаться разговаривать. Alright, heading is synchronized. So we just now passed our descent and 8 miles. So yeah, 8 miles of discrepancy is not a lot. We'll see how it goes. Let's reset our MCP. We'll get it down to 3000 since that's the one I want to go with. 3000 and QNH 2984. No, mate. 2984. Let's put it here. 2984. 2984. This is probably my favorite feature of the 737, that you can just pre-select the QNH on the descent preparation, and once you pass the transition level, you just click on it and it's done. Sync Rush Flyer. Oh my god, you just bugged my mind. Did you see that SimHeaven with launched a new program? Yes, I did see that. FMC speed, let's cancel the speed intervention. A retard, there is the 737 calling us a retard. Let's put that on, and of course I missed the descent checklist. Which is probably not here, but rather here. Descent checklist. So pressurization, landing altitude 200 feet is set. Anti-ice is not required. Approach, refueling fuel is discussed. OES and bugs are checked and set. We discussed that as well. Drag is not required. Don't worry about that. There is the speed decrease, so we're looking for a speed of 144 on the approach for now. Now, of course, since I was using a lot of extra energy, we might be a little bit fast for this VNAV profile, but I can simply use some speed brakes. For now, I don't want to do it. I think the airplane will manage to slowly dissipate all of this extra energy, and basically us deploying speed brakes now will make us simply burn more fuel later. Alright, 2984, 2984 is set, so transition level is passed, and that's nice. Very good. Alrighty, fix info, clear this. But I'll leave the fix, and I'll just put on the descent here and monitor it. Outside view. Check a little bit of the terrain. Since I have never flown here, I'm genuinely curious to see how is the terrain here, what type of vegetation, at least from up, how does it look, what type of color, you know, all that stuff. Man, seeing this must be something. Such a huge volcano in the middle of the lake. It has to be a beautiful picture. In fact, you know what? I know what. Let's search that on Google. There has to be some nice pictures on there. How's it called? Concepcion. Yeah, Alright, that has to be a volcano. Yep. Wow. Lake. Just look at that. That has to be so impressive. And that's the other one. Wow. Wow. That is quite incredible. A beautiful picture. Oh, and by the way, did somebody purchase Sim Heaven Pro? Or no one so far pulled the trigger on it? Alright, max 250 knots within 30 miles from Mike Golf Alpha. Mike Golf Alpha, that's on frequency 112.1. Let's monitor that. Oh, we're already within it. So we should be decelerating quite significantly, but I'll wait for now. In fact, our own VNAV does not account for that, so I'll keep the speed up for now. We have no traffic, no ATC, so why take the time to slow down? The clouds and the terrain imagery are a bit of a pain in this region and explained with ortho for pure auto ortho, otherwise I love the area. Flight vision, yeah, I agree. There is a lot of them, but I feel like it's just because the area constantly has some type of clouds. And it's hard to get a clean picture. I think the Brazil, for instance, some of the areas are also very difficult to get the picture. But I totally agree. Sometimes it's even almost frustrating, but yeah. Sync Crash Flyer just continuing with the Russian. Are you using a Google Translator? And by the way, you know what? I know what I will do. Delivery that you did with the King Air 350, the Russian one, I will use that one. I decided to fly towards Wolny sceneries with Kipervem, Chersky, and the other one that I can't remember, but those sceneries up in the north of Russia where we were supposed to be flying with the Yak 40. We're not going to be flying the Yak 40 since I don't know, I tried that airplane the other day and it's just, I don't know, it's just, I guess I'm not compatible with Soviet airplanes. So I thought, well, wait, I still want to do the flight, why won't we just fly it with a King Air 350? That would be quite interesting, right? And so you got delivery and it kind of just clicked on me, so that's what I'll be doing. Flight Vision, yes, I have X-World Pro, looks good so far. Good! Do you feel any significant performance drops? And that's 10,000 feet, lights are on. Let's do a cabin crew prepare for landing. I think I pressed on it. Well, I guess this sound set doesn't have a cabin crew prepare for landing. Yeah, so considering the speed at which I was going with, it definitely a little bit of an early descent would have been better. But the airplane is following the VNAV beautifully, I have to say. Let's add just a tiny bit of speed brake. Otherwise we'll have a hard time slowing down on some later stages. So we're almost, I mean, we're flying at 340 knots, so yeah, need to pull that up. Terrain seems quite nice. How many FPS did you lost? Yeah, I think everybody... Oh boy. Oh, never mind. That was a speed brake. For a second I thought something else. The FPS for X World Pro are very similar to the old version. Oh, really? Okay. I had it in school once, so a little bit of it had stuck with me. It sounds great, but there will be several more coats of paint to come. Also, you are going to be upgrading the livery? That one from Russia? Alright, I'll remove the speed brake at this point. And let's do an approach checklist also. Altitudes and instruments set and cross checked. Approach aids are checked and set. Approach checklist is complete. Next is going to be the landing. So you guys remember, Mr. Approach is descending to 3,000. I mean, it's I have never seen an expression to be used as ascend. That's just so funny. I don't know. It's just it's funny. All right, we're almost reaching 240 knots. I want to put some flaps. At least flaps 1. Flaps 1 limitation is 250 knots, so I just want to grab it a little bit lower. Let's grab flaps 1 in a second. Yeah, we're 16 miles out, flaps 1. Drag required, and on this one I will completely agree with you, so we'll keep the flight spoilers. Have the glide slope indications. Oh wow, beautiful. FMC speed, arm VNAV speed. Okay. 15 miles, let's go. Approach mode on. View our localizer. Command B armed.
1,000 to go.
That's checked. Now we're doing good now. Start switch is continuous. No traffic here, right? Absolutely no traffic. Very nice. 13 miles out, let's go for flaps 5. I want to, however, keep 180 knots. Miles out. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, another volcano. Holy, how many do they have here? Wow. Should have kept vertical speed minus 500 to intercept the glide slope. FMC speed VNAV path. Oh, we almost did a continuous descent there. Should have waited more. And glide slope is alive. MCP speed glide slope. Let's remove speed intervention. Ah, it doesn't want it. Okay, fine. MCP speed then it is. 8.9 miles. Let's go to 160. And let's set missed approach. 6,000 feet set. And go for gear down in a second. A bit bumpy. And gear down. Flaps 15. Lights on. 139, we're looking for 144. Set. And flaps 30. And flaps full. Landing checklist. Start switches, continues. Recall, checked. Speed brake, armed. Landing gear, down 3 green. Auto brake, 2. Well, this is a long landing checklist. Flaps, 40. Green light. Landing lights, on. Landing checklist complete. That was a bit long of a checklist. Alright, let me feel the airplane a little bit. Autopilot off. Auto throttle off. Let's see if I don't destabilize it too much. We are clear to land. Still 23 knots of wind. That's quite a lot. Stabilized 1,000. Watch that descent right. Oh, we didn't have the call out to 1,000. Interesting. Whoa, 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 don't destabilize the approach. A little bit high correcting. Okay, wind is starting to die off. It actually feels weird. Checked. Runway inside. Actually feels weird to fly the 737 since I've been flying. Continue. Since I've been flying the Airbus so much, you have to actively trim it and hold the attitudes. It does not do it for you. So I feel like my brain wants to just leave the stick, and no, you have to. I'm not gonna say fight it, but anyway, let's land it. Why do we have no callouts? Spoilers. Reverse. Normal. Speed brakes up, reverse normal.
80 knots.
That's checked. Well, we missed our gate. Our exit, I mean. 60. Reverses to idle. Manual braking. I think I can do a turnout here. Chrono on. We had no altitude callouts. That was very interesting. I think I can do a 180 here on the runway. Let's try. But I'm pretty sure it'll be possible. Yep, very good. Very nice. Maybe it's not set in delivery settings. Oh, that's interesting. That makes it challenging. That makes it challenging. Vacating. A bit fast on the speed. Apologies. That's why the passengers have to be seated until the seatbelt sign is off. Alright, so let's see. The speed brakes are up, the flaps are retracted, transponder altitude off. Auto brake is disengaged. I'll reset the flight directors. Lights are off, start switches continuous off. Wing and strobes off. We started the APU, and that's good. And we had 37 minutes, I believe, of flight time. I think so. So we'll do a quick turnaround now and return back to San Jose. Let's park into a gate with a jetway. I feel like the next one, number 3. Alright, APU's avail, that's good. I think I overturned. Actually not. That was actually pretty good. That was actually very nice. Parking brake set, APU on, engines off since we've got the 3 minutes. That goes to off. Actually, we do this, this, and this. Sorry. This, and this. Anti-collision off. And that's about it. Transponder to standby. And the jetway is already connecting. Beautiful! So I completed this. I believe there is a parking checklist. Or shut down. Fuel pumps, well, all off apart from the APU. Electrical on, fasten seatbelt sign off, window heat off. Well, this is a shutdown checklist. I want to have like a parking checklist. This is not... Engine bleed on, APU bleed off, exterior lights. Alright, we'll skip this one. I want the GPU though. Like that. Shut off that. And ASU, I would connect that as well. Chock set doors, close that. Actually do it like this. And open the door. Yay, that was really nice. And I think the landing was actually very cool as well. Should we watch the replay? A quick replay of the landing? Let's watch a quick replay of the landing. Oh, that's noisy. And we'll use this to reconnect to VATSIM. Alright. Quick replay of the landing. Oh yeah, that was nice. I'll take that. 100%. That was great. Oh, that was really nice. Fantastic. Alright, put it here and in the replay and pause. You just check that it's all on the same position. Yeah, for whatever reason the GPU jumps out. Yep. The GPU jumps out. What I'll do is I'll realign the IRSs real quick. All the rest is going to stay exactly as it was. APU is off. Yep. And we'll do fuel pump off as well. Jesus Christ, that thing is noisy. That's better. Still not powered the other side. Alright, enter IRS position. Yeah, we'll go there very quickly. Ident MNMG, but I'll use GPS left. Regardless. Oh, it's not giving me that. We'll give that in a second. Alright, let's reconnect to VATSIM. We are now call sign COPA 105. Connect. Yes, I know. I'm gonna have to go to sim brief. Let's refile this, edit the plan. Oh, what happened there? Flat vision, crap, I blew an engine, just retracted the cowling flaps a bit too much. Oh, oh boy. Good luck. Russian Kia 350 is updated last night, is ready now. Oh, okay. So I'll re-download the livery. Section 70 PA31 POH is fascinating read on what and why the chieftain does what it does. Oh yeah, Section 7 explains all the systems. I'll land in Michael November Lima Papa La Paloma, repair my engine, and join you for the way back. Speaking of that, I believe I was supposed to be flying there instead of this one. MNLP, yeah. That's actually a really nice flight for you as well. Maybe it's not standard livery setting. There was a nice short final touchdown. Challenging, keeps the simming fresh. Absolutely. Textbook landing. Thank you very much. Willful. So we're gonna do the return flight as well, huh? Yes, we are. Wing drop, not bounce. Smooth. Absolutely. Alright, let's switch this over. 105. On a call sign, generate the flight. Get my calculator. I'll go pre-file, view the PDF, get some weights in, starting with the fuel, 6.2, multiply by 2.205, this is 13.7, and 0 fuel weight. We are waiting for 59.4. Oh, it's the same 0 fuel weight, okay. Cost index 20. We're looking at flight level 270 minus 23. Alright, very nice. I can move this over. Terminate flight leg. Let's do some cleaning. Weight, fuel, and balance. Landing rate, excellent. Approach is going to be probably 3-star. Great. Well, I was a bit too fast there, but doesn't mean it was bad. 13,700 in. Payload is the same. So that's all set. Since the refueling is complete, that goes on, that goes on. And I wonder why is it not giving me the option to insert the coordinates. I guess I'll have to do properly off. And then I'll do nav, oops, and nav. There we go. GPS left, set position on here, MROC. Set here, oh I forgot to follow the flight plan. CMP 105 filed, CMP 105 set. Alright, CMP 105 flight number set, and we'll be doing departure. Departure for runway 10 via Imola. Oh, interesting name. Let's go charts, SIDs. Imola 1, I believe. Yes, it is. Pin that. So runway 10, Imola 1, route, activate, execute, next page. From Imola we do Uniform Zulu 1, correction 512. Off to Lib. And from there I execute, I go arrivals, and I do Barra Lima into MROC 07. Now for this one, I hope it will be able to do the GPS. Do we have any crazy approach there? I know that we have a nice circling there, but it's not for us today. Alright, RNAV Zulu. I guess that's gonna be it. 07 for Bar Trilima, and I believe there would be no transitions, so let me just confirm that. Otina, okay, I see. Give me a second. Star Barra. And it sends me out to... Why does it send me out to... There's something wrong here. Never mind, to Otina. Execute route, let's check it. Plan mode. Legs page, check, check, check. From lib, oh, did I not set Oscar Charlie 503? Oh, I did not. There's something missing here. No, I've set all correctly. There it is. Okay, let me see now. Route legs, previous page. Good, 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 good. 510, 511, 507, Barra, Otina, and from Otina, RNAV Zulu, Matos, Oscar Charlie 710, Oscar Charlie 711, Threshold, Oscar Charlie 712, to Tio, which is El Coco VOR, and then to Turu, holding. Beautiful. That's set. Gross weight is set. Our planned fuel is 13.7. And by the way, I wonder, is the cabin fresh? Yes, it is. Beautiful. Reserves. So reserves is 3.8, which is going to be 8.4 in terms of pounds. Cost next to 0. We'll do flight level 270. Interestingly, it only gives me a maximum 240. We'll see if we can get it. Let's see, temperature minus 23. And average wind for the flight, it will be 077 at 13. Transition level, correction altitude is 19,000, that's correct. And one limit, we'll do a derated. And we'll do climb. Let's do a climb, why not? Takeoff, flap 5. I wonder, can we do flap 1? I mean, if the speeds show up, that means we can do. Let's do flap 1 departure. Trim 5.54, V speeds 44, 45, 52. And the 52 is set, LNAV, VNAV, armed, auto throttle on. That's set. Alright, overhead prep, yaw damper on. That's good. Let's power the hydraulics. That goes off, that goes off. And that's good. Okay, so we'll assume that the cabin crew will start the boarding. I'll just stop here, start flight leg. Let's go ground. I want to remove this, otherwise I'll just melt my brain. I'm gonna start the APU. and set 27,000 here, and go ahead with the departure briefing, right? I guess so. Are you ready for the departure briefing, guys? Let's go. Alright, we're flying same aircraft, flight COPA 105. Just a flight back, and I just... how did I manage to do this? There we go, I just lost my notes. There we go. Whatever. The weather is exactly the same, anti-ice is the same. We'll use the terrain radar. We're parked at position... I did not catch up what position this was, but I think it was position number 3. Regardless, we'll be pushing back facing west, very similar way. Yeah, I think it's position 3. Facing west via Alpha then Bravo to full length holding point running 10. We'll depart with flaps 1. The runway is nice and dry. The wind is basically a headwind. So we'll do derated for 24k, flaps 1 departure, V speeds of 44, 45 and 52, and we are departing via the Imola 1 departure. That's on page 10-3, effective from the 30th of November 2023. Our initial climb, it sets 2,000 here, so we'll leave 6,000, why not? 6,000 for the MSA. Radio navs, we've got the ILS is still in, no special considerations apart from the high MSA due to the possibly high terrain around us. Okay. That's why the terrain radar will be on. No special considerations. The abnormals briefing is going to be exactly the same, apart if actually the emergency happens, we'll have to continue. And Jesus Christ. Oh, my throat just went dry. Alright, let me just drink. Oh, let me just grab a little bit of water. Okay, I'm back. Holy cow. I'm almost crying. So we'll proceed straight ahead climbing, and then we'll do left-hand turn, basically join the ILS. Back. Alright, we're not overweight, we don't have a takeoff alternate. Other than that, I see no other consideration. That'll be the departure briefing complete. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments or in the chat. So we'll get that on, we'll get that on, we'll get that on. And let's call better pushback as well.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go. Ground to
About
cockpit.
here.
Tau is driving now.
Alright, let's disconnect the GPU. Chocks are not set. Let's start closing doors. And I'm gonna set this on as well. And transponder to altitude off. Let's grab the checklist before start, please. Alright, IRS mode selectors are on, nav gear pins are removed, flight test not required, oxygen test, yacht amper on, display switch is normal. Fuel with... See ya. Fuel we've got on board balanced, emergency exit lights are on, fast seatbelt sign is on, window heat on.
Okay.
Air conditioning, pressurization and packs, we've got plates on for now. Packs as well, pressurization mode selectors on auto, instruments are good. Auto brake RTO. Hydraulics normal, speed brake down, detained, parking brake is set, step trim cutout switches are normal. Well, fire warning, we did the test. Radios, radar and transponder were set and standby. Rudder and aileron trims, we've got neutral, and we'll set the other one for later. PAs, complete FMC CTU set, and one IES bugs are set. Step trim, we're gonna set 4.54.
And bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
Stand by with that. That's set. EFB airplane mode, phones off. Doors closed, passengers seated. That's student line completed. Below the line, air conditioning packs will go off. And anti-collision light on, parking brake set, transponder out off set. Before start, checklist complete. Alright, detach the jetway. And I'm gonna reset all the chronos, reset all the timers, reset this, confirm that there is no one around us, and the brake keys are released. You are clear to push. Do I have the chocks set? I've just released the parking brake. Cockpit to ground. We're ready for push and start. What happened with the better pushback? Parking brake is released. All doors are closed. Anti-collision is on. We have nothing here. We're running on the APU. We're literally ready to go. Alright, wait, let me set parking brake again. Better pushback. Let's do change.
Please, show me where you want to go.
I'll just redo it again. Brakes are released. The chocks are definitely removed. Am I missing something? I don't think so. Chocks are 100% removed. Alright, we do have a delay now. Set the parking brake, better pushback, stop pushback.
Disconnecting tow, stand by.
The jetway is disconnected. Chocks are not set. Dark Luchinario, hi! Have you seen Sim Heaven Pro? Yes, I did, and I've been looking at some pictures out there. You know what interests me the most? That's gonna be a crash. Let's reconnect.
Please, show me where you want to go.
The ones that interest me the most is Asia, particularly China. There's a lot of stuff in China that's missing, like entire cities that's kind of missing. Look at the chocks and simple ground equipment. I've checked, they're not there. We'll see if it works now.
Tow connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
Brakes are released, you're clear to push. What's going on with the brakes? Something is going on with the brakes. Alright, we're gonna fire that pushbacker. Stop the pushback.
Stand by.
I'll call the other pushback. In fact, I'll wait until this one disappears. Disconnect, please. Flight Vision also taxing for departure to MROC now. I am 100 nautical miles ahead this time. Nice.
Tow is disconnected and bypass beam has been removed.
Because I was thinking of picking it up. North Luchinaria. They'll definitely fix that, what's broken, you know. I think so. I think so. Alright, let's do a better pushback now. Brakes released. There we go. Finally. We're gonna have to do the engine start after we stop. Well, gotta be a pushbacker from time to time, you know. And boom. Everybody's drunk here. What's going on? Pushbacker doesn't want to work. The fueler just went through the airplane. Ah, not too bad, I think. Alright, stop. And remove. Great, we'll set the parking brake. Thank you very much, and we'll start engines. Starting 2.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Even the flight attendants already finished the safety demonstration. There's 24, introduce the fuel. Holy transition level in MROC is flight level 200. Yep. That's interesting, right? Started cutoff. Great, starting 1. Simple departure, straight ahead until 2000, right hand turn. There's 24, introduce the fuel. I quite like the Zibo sounds, by the way. Waiting for that one to disappear. There it is. Good, very nice. That goes like there, that goes like there. This goes on, this goes this, and this. That's there. Flap 1, trim is set, flight control check. Left, right, neutral rudder, left, right, neutral. That's good. Before taxi checklist. Generators on, APU off, start switches continuous, anti-ice off, air conditioning, packs auto bleeds on, isolation valve auto, flaps 1 required, 1 set, green light. Stabilizer trim, we've got 4.54 units set. Start levers idle tent, flight controls are checked, and recall was checked. Before taxi checklist complete, lights on, brakes released, config check, that's good. And we are on our way, finally. After a little bit of a delay from the pushbacker. Oh no, wait, it's not moving. What is going on here? It's actually not moving. Ah, okay. I was holding... The whole regular brake pressure was on. Brakes are checked. Oh my god. Alright, so... we're gonna rehire the pushback guy. Oh my god. Clear left. All clear on the right. Ah, that was funny. Let's do before takeoff to the line. Config checked. Flaps 1 green light. Step trim set. Takeoff briefing reviewed. Cabin secured. Before takeoff to the line complete. Very nice. Now, I don't need to go until the very end, otherwise we'll continue somewhere, so that's just Bravo right there. Cabin crew, prepare for departure. That was a better stopping than the first time. Alright, all is ready. Final approach side seems clear. Left side seems clear. Before takeoff below the line, MCP set transponder TARA strobe lights on, landing lights on. Before takeoff checklist complete. You guys are ready? I am fully ready. Let's have some fun. Fly back to San Jose. Use every bit of runway you can. Always. And since we're using flaps 1, our takeoff speeds are higher. We'll do a static departure. Oh, that was a nice lineup. Alright, 40%. You ready, guys? Let's go. Chrono on. Forward pressure a little bit. Stabilized. And 1. Toga. Thrust set. Speed alive.
80 knots.
Checked.
V1 rotate.
I don't think that V1 would have been stopping, but okay.
Positive brake.
Gear up. LNAV. Let's hand fly it a little bit more.
400.
VNAV speed. Oh yeah, look at that climb.
1000.
Jesus. Look at us go. That's mad. That's absolutely mad. N1. Switch over to climb. Let's go lights. $27. I'll do at least 19 for now. Want to hand fly it a little bit. Because why not? Well past 2000. And flaps up. And we're passing MSA. Alright, let's go Command A. After takeoff checklist. Air conditioning and pressurization is set. Engine start switches are off. Landing gear up and off, no lights. Auto brake off. Flaps up, no lights. Altimeters will keep the same. After takeoff checklist complete. I'm now afraid of the gear all the time. I look at it like really, really close since that incident we had with the 737-200. Which, by the way, how about some Southwest ops on the 737-200? I think that would be very, very interesting. 10,000 feet lights off, logo and wing off. I'll do seatbelt signs off as well. I know a guy who definitely needs a new job on Monday. Syncrash Flyer ended up just my problem. I don't know why do I have the B key still assigned for the regular brake usage. That's weird, but anyway, that's alright. Okay, since this is a short flight, we're going for the RNAV. But since we're not sure if there will be any malfunction with the GPS or whatnot, I'll still have the ILS pre-selected, so that'll be 1095. Set on both sides. Final approach course is 071 and 071 set. We'll use auto brake. We'll use auto brake 3 on this one because the runway is long, but I kind of feel that well, the airport is sitting at 4,000 feet. Correction, 3,000 feet. So yeah, I don't know. Let's go need raffles. Go. And we'll go with flaps 30 this time for the go around. So flaps 30, auto brake 3, minimus on the RNAV, LNAV, VNAV. This is what we have is going to be 3,420. Jesus, that's a long way. 3,420. That's a decision altitude, so no additive is needed. That's set. Alright, we're doing good. So increase this to flight level 270. 270 set. Climb. Optimum says 340. We'll go for 427 anyway. Right, so that's set. We're mostly ready. This is gonna be just an RNAV, so no approach mode will be used. Just directing to it. MSI coming up from our side 9,000 and 12,600. Very nice. That's why we're using flaps 30. So in case we go missed approach, we have initially already a little bit of a better climb rate. Auto brake 3. Yep, seems good. Okay, nice. Let's breathe a little bit. Also, we're almost approaching our transition altitude, which is 19,000. In fact, I might stick for it until the end, and we'll see. Syncrash Flyer paid the full runway, used the full runway. Oh yeah. Owen Tomlinson, good afternoon, Vlad. Good afternoon, Owen. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Glad to see you here. We are on our second leg back to San Jose. There's the Chieftain. Haha, I see it. We are catching up. And that's transition altitude. Let's go standard 1, 2, and 3 times. And they are reading the same, and that's fantastic. Good.
Passenger Escobar.
Oh, the passenger Escobar.
This is in regards to a special meal. Would you please identify yourself to a flight attendant?
Oh my god, I forgot about that one. Alright, we'll reach top of descent, sorry, top of climb, and then we'll start the arrival briefing. But also before that, let's already think about the descent. So we need to be at Otina at 10,000. We'll be flying at 27, so 27 minus 10 will be 17. 17 times 3 will be 51. I'll add 10, so that'll be 61, and then I'll add, because we need to be at 210 knots there, I'll add another 10. So 61 we'll do 70. So 70 will be our descent. So yeah. Syncrashfire, I don't think it's a good idea for you to be Escobar. That's a large volcano. Owen, I'm great, thank you. Good. I'm happy for you. I hope you guys are gonna have a nice weekend. Oh look, an airport. Oh wait, is that the airport from where... no. Oh, there is an airport on the island of the volcano? Wait. I need to see that. Yeah, oh my god, we need to fly there. Oh wow. Dude, that's insane. That's really cool. And I just sneezed. I'm glad I disabled the microphone in time, otherwise we'd probably be all deaf by this point. Well, airplane is doing good. 10 minutes on. We are 4,000 to go. Actually 3,000. Pretty good. Pretty good. So I set 70 miles from Otina. So let's set it there. Otina 70. And let's see if it actually fits with the top of the descent. Again, it doesn't. So here's what I'll probably do. If there will be too many constraints... Oh boy, there are. There's a bunch of constraints. But I believe we can do it. I want to do my own descent this time. So we have speed restrictions and altitude restrictions. But that's alright. Alright, 2,000 feet to go. Let's go vertical speed. And I want to increase the Mach number. So we'll keep the airplane accelerating. 1,000 to level. Let's go plus 1,000.
1,000 to go.
That's checked. Therefore, he's going to do a slower level off, but still accelerating. Flight Vision, there where I was, training single engine approaches. Oh, really? So you landed this one, actually. Costa Esmeralda or on the volcano? We're catching you up, man. We're definitely catching you up. Are you gonna do a visual approach into San Jose? Altitude acquiring. Altitude hold. Alright, good. We'll keep it like this. So let's do an arrival briefing while we have a little bit of time. Prepare a mental picture on what we're going to be doing. And then going on. Are you ready, guys? Let's go. So far everything is fine on status. The weather in San Jose right now is 120 at 7, gusting 17. Variable. Oh, this is going to be a fun approach. Variable between 070 and 190. Good visibility. View 4,500. And we'll be becoming at 250 at 8. Ooh. That's not nice. We'll see how the wind goes. Anyway, speaking of this, let me just grab something real quick. I want to check again. Our diversion fuel is 3.8 in terms of kilos times 2.205. That was 8.4. 8.4 diversion fuel. I need to have an eye on that. So that's 4.2 in each tank. That's what we'll require. Alright, we'll see how that goes. So continuing with the briefing, no TAMs are fine, ATS not required, we'll use terrain radar. Top of descent, we have 23 miles to go. We are arriving via the Barrier 3 Lima arrival. That's on page 10-2 factor from 16th of May. We have a bunch of altitude and speed restrictions right here. On Oscar Charlie 511, max 280. Flight level 240 between N160. Oscar Charlie 507, max 250. Between flight level 170 and 17,000 and 12,000. And from there into Barra, between 15,000 and 10,000. And then to Otina, max 210, mandatory 10,000 feet. From there, we will jump on the RNP runway 07, that's on page 12-1. Platform altitude is 5,000 feet. MSA from the area from where we're coming is 9,000, but in case of a mist, it's going to be 12,600. Starting from Otina, mandatory 10,000 and 210 knots. Inbound Matos descending to 8, and then to 6, and then to 5. This is a 3-degree descent. Remember that this airport sits at 3,000 feet, so our ground speed is going to be a little bit higher, and so our vertical speed is also going to be a little bit higher. LNAV minima is the decision altitude, 3,420 feet is set on both sides. And in case we need to go mist, we fly direct to Oscar Charlie 712, turn right to cross TO VOR, El Coco VOR, at or above 7,000. Then fly to Turu and hold as published. Where is Turu? Right here, mandatory 10,000. Alright, so 7,000 and then 10,000, so we'll assume at 10,000 as the missed approach. We'll be using, radio navs. We have radio navs set for an ILS in case we have some GPS problems. We can continue on the ILS. It's 1095. Final approach course 071. I believe it's going to be visual conditions, so we'll be able to just jump straight in. I'll be using flaps 30 with with auto brake 3 and reverse normal. Well, yeah, reverse is going to be normal. We'll vacate via the left, possibly Delta, most probably Charlie, and then taxi to the ramp stand, Alpha 8 if possible. And that's going to be basically the only thing that matters. Special considerations: terrain, very high terrain, high altitude, so configure early, and yeah, stabilization altitude is going to be 4,100, so we have to be stabilized at 4,100, and other than that I see no other problem. Diversion fuel is 8.4, so we'll see. We'll keep the wind in mind in the meantime. Any questions? If no questions, the brief is complete. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, we should be starting our descent now, and I will be starting my descent now, so seatbelt signs on. Let's go. Very quick descent checklist. Pressurization, landing altitude is set, NTI is not required, approach, brief, and fuel is discussed, IS and altitude bugs are set. So, starting with the first one. I need it at, let's go flight level 230 initially, or 220. Let's go vertical speed. We'll go minus 2,200. And let's do Mach 7.5. About there. At 280 knots. Actually, I could have Set a lower altitude, I'll probably will. I'll set something like 16,000. That's better. Okay, let me just go index performance. Our transition level is gonna be flight level 200. So, yeah, I'll set that. Flat Vision, are you on 1228? Yes, I am. At the volcano, wow. Oh man, that must have been a nice approach. I'm planning flight level 140 at Oscar Charlie 510 and RNAV 7. Okay, let me see where you are. I'm gonna be probably overtaking you. Oscar Charlie, you said Oscar Charlie 510 at flight level 140. Okay, I'm well above you. And I'll probably be overtaking you. So I think we should be okay. Alright. Also I need to decel to 280 knots. Alright, right now I'm complying. Below level 240 already in. But above flight level Jesus, but above 16,000, sorry. We did the descent checklist. And it still doesn't want to slow down. Ha! I can go lower on the start. Terrain is actually only 5,000 on the path. Don't worry, you can just keep going. I'll be overtaking you for sure. I mean, I'm already catching you up, so... Let's see if I can see you. Should be able to see you anytime if you are flight level 140, not too far.
1 Santa Maria, traffic Tango India Papa Alpha India on the Barra 3 Lima arrival, descending to 10,000.
Check. San Jose traffic, COPA 105, we're passing flight level 200, descending to 16,000 on the Barra 3 Lima arrival. We'll be overtaking the traffic. Alright, slow down even more. Yeah, see, there is no way we would be coming up on this at 280 knots. And I started earlier. I should be right above... I mean, I'm flying twice the speed of the Chieftain, so 29908 is going to be the QNH. 29908 set. 1, 2, and 3 times. And it's reading the same, so that's nice. Alright, Oscar Charlie 507 will be below 17 but above 12. So let's set 12. Yeah, nice. That's what I want. Still waiting to see the little airplane. I mean, it's right in front of us. Bell signs is on. Oh no, she's coming from behind and she looks hungry. What speed are you? Sorry, what speed? No, what altitude are you on? Because we're literally on the same track, so... Oh, there you are! Wait, I want to take a screenshot of this. I lost you again. Oh, there you are. Oh my god, look at the speed! jet aircraft. And the Chieftain is a fast airplane. Wait, let me see if I can do something like this. Nope. I messed up. Alright, fine. There you are. Alright, there's 280. Let's go to 250. And we pass there just nicely. Next to 12,000. Speed is looking beautiful. I want to clear the fix here. Flight level 120. We're not too far then, because I'm passing 14,000. There you are. But I want to see your landing, man. It's great to see the people flying Chieftain. Alright, 250 knots. Next is going to be 210. So in fact, we should be slowing down more. So let's go for 210 here. Bar between 15,000. But we'll be fine. I'll be fine because I'll just level. I'll just put whatever vertical speed will be required to go for 10,000. In fact, I could do it already. So 10,000, I just put it level at bar and we slow down. That'll be perfect. Just like that. And would you look at our descent, reaching 250 by the turn. Beautiful, continuous descent, constantly on idle, almost constantly on idle. We did a little bit of power there. That was really cool. Alright, now we just let it slow down naturally. We could also do an approach checklist actually. Altitudes and instruments, Saturn cross checked, approach aids, well, it's gonna be GPS, so approach checklist is complete. Very nice, very good, very fantastic. Alright, I'm jumping to the RNP, max 210. Let's go flaps 1. Because I want to put some more flaps up ahead, otherwise we'll not be able to descend any faster. Alright, since we're already below 10,000 for the aerodrome, I'll put landing lights on. Let's call PA system. Prepare for landing. Beautiful views. And I kind of want to slow down further. Let's go 190. Just let it go. Alright, let me see if I gave enough space for the Chieftain. Yeah, for sure. That's enough space. Nice. Anybody else? One airport, one traffic there. Alright. Four miles from Otinam, looking good.
1,000 to go.
That's checked. I want to see if I can just pass over and not level off. That'll be perfect. Yes, fantastic. Alright, I'll be passing there at 10,000 if I don't touch anything, so I'll set 8,000. And we will keep decelerating for 180. San Jose traffic, COPA 105 is passing 10,200 feet, half a mile to Otino. Will be doing an RNAV runway 07, San Jose. Look at that, 0.1, 00, 10,000, beautiful. Alright, let's go flaps 5. Set speed for flaps 5. I'll do this already. What a sight! Oh my god, beautiful, beautiful approach. This is what I wanted to fly it in the jet, because it would be higher, faster, and it's kind of, I don't know, more intense in a way. Alright, to be fair, at this point we can just go VNAV, because we'll be doing the RNAV approach, right? And RNAV will send us to LNAV VNAV. RNP for us required is 1. We have actual navigation performance 0.02, so we're looking good. That's check. We can put 6,000. That's check. That's because it's on idle. And we're looking good. Drag required. That's checked. I don't think we need it, because we will be turning towards a headwind. But we'll see. Regardless, I'm good where I am right now in terms of speed and configuration. So I'm looking nice. To be fair, at this point we could just set 3,500. Should be the lowest altitude selectable on the autopilot. FMC speed. There you go, see? No need for drag. Beautiful. Also have the indication from the runway, we are 15 miles out. San Jose traffic, COPA 105 is 15 miles out, established on the RNP runway 07. San Jose traffic. Very good. And there is the chieftain. Flight vision. Look, we're just now putting some power. That's fantastic. That was really good. That was very, very good. I'm very happy with how the descent went. That was really nice managed.
San Jose traffic, Tango India, Papa Alpha India is starting the RNAV 07 approach 10 miles behind the 737.
Oh good, 10 miles is fantastic separation. Okay, so we are 12 miles out. I want to start configuring once we'll hit 2,000 feet above airport level, so that will be, since the airport sits it's roughly 3,100, we'll put it down at 5,100. Right now, I'm just happy how it goes. Really nice. I mean, I don't need this. It's good. I don't see the runway though. Oh, never mind. There it is. Alright, there we go. RNP 0.3, so it's switched over to the approach. That's good. And we're reaching Oscar Charlie 711, which is the final approach fix. 3-degree descent. Pretty good. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna configure just a tiny bit earlier. Instead of 2000, it's 2500. So we will do 5600 about now. Let's go gear down. And flaps 15. The 737 is really fast to slow down. Incredible. FMC speed. So I'll delay the flaps 30 then, a little bit more. Alright, let's go flaps 30. Flaps 30 set. Alright, landing checklist. Start switches continuous, recall checked, speed brake armed. The gear down 3 green, flaps 30 green light. Landing lights on, landing checklist complete. Very good. Runways inside, I think 1 red and 3 whites, but that looks okay. We are on speed, on profile. San Jose traffic, COPA 105 is a 4-mile final, runway 07. Alright. Let's hand fly it. Autopilot off. Auto throttle off. 10,000 missed approach set. Here we go, 2 whites, 2 reds now. Speed is doing good.
Approaching minimum.
Definitely bumpy. Runway inside. Careful on the speed.
Minimum.
Check, continue. Oh, what was that? I'll stand by on that. I'll check it out later. Sorry. I thought that was something on the airplane. Speed a bit low, correcting. That runway looks small. This wind does not help. Oh, no call outs. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Speed brakes up. Reverse is normal. I'll land it a little bit on the left side. Manual braking. The wind is still rocking us around. Check. Is that a Breeze A220? Or 60 knots reverses out. Woohoo! 37 minutes again! Nice! Reverses out. Non-standard, start KPU. A bit not on the center line, but I take that landing. Chrono on. Speed brake up, flaps up. Leave the runway. Clear on the left, clear on the right. Transponder 2 transponding. Lights off, that's off, that's off. Alright, don't stop here. And there is Alpha 8, I believe. No, that's Alpha 4. That's an Embraer. San Jose traffic, COPA 105, runway 07, vacated, taxiing to stand Alpha 8, San Jose traffic. Alright, disarm that. Get these off, APU is
Traffic Tango
started.
India Papa Alpha India 2 miles, final runway 07.
Dude, it's nice to see an Embraer. I really miss flying the Embraer, to be fair. And there's Flight Vision, we need to see his landing. Oh my gosh, we need to park up quick. This is our stand. And now I've hit the truck. Do a quick stop here. I really want to see that landing. No, don't stop. Alright, we'll refine that. I really don't want to miss this landing. There is the Chieftain. Oh my god, this is a bumpy runway. Just like me, we're on the left side of the runway. Oh, there you go, nice. Oh, well done. Right on the center line. Oh, beautiful job. Well done. Let's finish parking the airplane now. Alright, parking brake is set, APU on. Still waiting for the 3 minutes on the clock. And Owen Tomlinson, you just donated $4. Dude, thank you so much. You support me very much, dude. Wow. Nathan Wilthorn, sweet. Sync Crash Flyer, good job. Thank you very much, guys. Alright, 55, 56. We are on the APU. Yes, we are. Shut off. Shut off. So, let's go. Seatbelt signs off. Fuel pumps off. We'll go IRSs off for this one. Probe heat off. Hydraulics off. Goes to off and open. Anti-collision off. And standby. There goes the jetway. Can open the door. And shutdown checklist. This one, yes. Fuel pumps. Oh yeah, we need to switch on the ground power. It looks like it's already available, perhaps from the yeah, it's available. Interesting. I'll keep the APU for now. Electrical on, seat belts off, window heat off. Yeah, we can keep that off. Probe heat off, anti-ice off, voice recorder. Oh wait, yeah, that's correct. Set engine bleed on, APU bleed off. Exterior lights set, start switches off, auto brake off. Speed brake down to 10, flaps up, no lights, parking brake set, start levers cut off, weather radar off. CVR, CP, well, we'll do that. I mean, can't do that really. Cockpit door unlocked. Shutdown checklist complete. Let me see where the Chieftain parked. Probably towards the general aviation. Yeah, there it is. Awesome. That's really cool. Thank you so much for flying with me, man. That's really, really nice. And there's the Breeze Embraer. Dude, I miss flying the Embraer. We gotta fly the Embraer someday. So I get pissed again and I'll not want to fly it again. Let's watch the replay. Let's watch the replay and finish the stream. I'm not totally happy with that landing because I was really I was having a real hard time getting the center line, man. That was not very nice, I have to admit. The landing was okay, but that was just not so on the center line. Jesus Christ, that's loud. Wait, let me just That's better. I mean, not bad here, but we drifted off as I was trying to correct. It's really hard with the gust. It wasn't too bad actually. Now that I'm looking, it wasn't too bad. I'll take that. I'll take that completely. Oh, perhaps I should leave the wing view replay. Maybe not. Nah, maybe not. We'll just finish it like that. Alright, so replay off, pause off, jetways connected. Let's see, GPU chocks. Let's open some doors. APU off. And that's about it. Nice. Very, very nice. Let's just reconnect to VATSIM so we can at least see that Embraer next to us. Amazing Atheist. Слушай, вот просто с клавой и мышкой подобие можно будет сделать. Как бы я начинал с клавиатурой и с мышкой. Это нелегко. И ты не сможешь, наверное, вот в такую ветреную погоду полетать. Но не скажу, что невозможно. Трудно, но стоит попробовать. Nathan, roll that beautiful bean footage. Great landing again. Thank you very much. Syncrash Flyer, nice flights. A very nice landing, says Owen Tomlinson. Thank you very much, guys. Flight Vision, that was a pleasure. The wind was shifting on short final for me. Yeah, it was for me as well. I was really having a hard time maintaining the center line because essentially I was basically just correcting for too much wind from the left, and it was feeling like it was coming from the right. Then again from the other side it was hard. But anyways, great stuff. Amazing Atheist. Vlad, are you from? Where am I from? I'm from Russia. I'm from Russia. Seeing Crash Flyer, typical Embraer experience. Which is really sad, to be fair, because the Embraer is a fantastic airplane. It's highly automated and very simple to fly, and it's really, really cool if only we had a proper Embraer simulation. But more on that later. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little live stream that we made. It was really, really fun. Please don't be mad for not taking the Cessna Caravan already. We will take it on the next live stream, and I will post the route and the sceneries or the airports where we'll be flying, so you guys will be able to download the sceneries as well. I highly suggest you to do it, and perhaps you can join me as well, and we'll do some nice sort of milk run flight. So with the Cessna Caravan here in Costa Rica, visiting some very, very nice small regional airfields with the Caravan. Anyways, I wish you all a great weekend. I will be out for a couple of days for my holidays. We'll enjoy some time on the beach and so on. I really need it. And once I'm back, we'll return to the previous schedule, starting with the Cessna Caravan, and then apparently with some... you guys want to see me crashing a helicopter, because I don't know how to fly helicopters. So that there will be that. Anyway. Guys, have a great week. Thank you very much all. Thank you, Owen, for your support, and for everybody else as well. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.